So this week we're back at it with topics.
Hot tops.
This is a segment that is called Hot Tops. Roll of Thunder. Hear me bottom. So much to unpack. So much to unpack.
I honestly cannot.
Where to begin? Okay, so
It's been a messy couple of weeks.
we've been away for a while. But we're back with the Lil' Kim quote, and y'all just been dealing with a lot since, before the holidays or whenever we kicked rocks, So I don't even know where to
Just wherever
begin.
wherever the spirit guides you.
I will start with this feeling, and this is less of a hot topic and more of a personal opinion and request from me. Please stop creating bird box memes. I'm tired of it. It was funny for maybe 2 weeks.
That's generous.
And I considered 2 weeks because I know some people took a while to watch it. Maybe you watched it the week after it came out and you felt like sharing some memes too. We are fully here in the middle of January now. I would like y'all to begin to acknowledge that Bird Box was not a very good film. And I would like for y'all to stop recycling the same ass jokes and same ass memes that y'all used for the film It for this movie. It's not like, I'm so tired.
Okay.
When I saw one meme of some nigga who had like a toddler with a blindfold on his face and walked the baby into a wall. I don't even remember who posted that on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Like, it was like they were trying to, do the whole meme of Sandra Bullock and trying to take these kids or whatever. But like, I want to say intentionally had these blindfolded kids and one of the babies just like walked into the wall. I guess that was supposed to be the joke. I'm like, nigga, are you stupid?
Are y'all traumatizing y'all's kids for likes?
For what?
Oh my God. Now, I still have not seen Bird Box because it don't look like it's for me. Right. See, thank you so much for it. I knew it wasn't. I knew it fucking was not. And I don't care if Trevante is in it being fine.
Yes. Yeah, that he does.
I know that. So all I've ever seen is Sandra Bullock with like this dirty rag tied around her eyes. I just keep seeing that over and over.
Why the rag's dirty?
But I don't get it. I don't know what it's about. And so I just see those memes and keep right on scrolling. I'm not looking at that.
So I want to say, as a fan of like horror movies, thrillers, all of that dark, weird shit, I was down with the concept or whatever. And then you add in Trevante and I'm like, ugh, sign me the fuck up. It's not even that it's bad. It's just like a million movies I've already seen. Like every post-apocalyptic supernatural film, anything that ends in Of the Dead, any like The Happening, A Quiet Place.
Oh, see, no, I'm not looking
The
at
Mist.
No.
It just reminded me like a lot of, anyways, it felt to me like somebody really liked, like Lovecraftian monsters and said, let's just make a really basic modern day script about it and put it in a bunch of niggas and watch them die. I don't know, whatever. Like, but what I will say is that the cast did a really good job. I mean, you got Sandra Bullock, you got Trevante, he did
I love
really
Sandra
great.
Bullock.
John Malkovich was great. BD Wong was great. Sarah Paulson was great.
Wow, there are all these people I like in this movie.
Yeah, it was actually a really great cast. I want to say that's probably where they spent most of the budget.
But I keep reviewing
the
the reviews are all like, I don't like this movie.
It wasn't very. I mean, like if that type of movie is not your thing, then maybe you might get some entertainment out of it, because I can't imagine how many films you would have seen that are similar to that. But I mean, literally in the same year, we watched Jim Halpert and his wife in real life play a couple that couldn't make noise, or the monsters would kill them.
Oh.
This is just, you can't look, or the monsters will kill you.
Okay. So that's what it is. If you take the blindfold off, then the monsters will eat you or whatever.
Not even that they'll eat you. You take the blindfold off, and these entities that we never quite see will cause you to see something that will fill you with sorrow or pain or fear, and then you commit suicide.
Oh my God.
So the monsters don't even kill you. You kill yourself, because I guess they just, I don't know, forced you to read Rachel Dolezal book or whatever.
See,
just
I don't need
fuck
them
up
kind of
your
spirits
head.
in my house. I
And it was
don't
just
need
like,
that.
There was just so many things in that film that was, you know what? It's the kind of movie where it's like, you know, the movie you watch and you're like, and this is gonna happen, and then she about to do this. Like, super predictable. Okay. It was like that. And I felt like there were ways that they could have... I think they could have just done like, okay, instead of that bitch who was pregnant, who let the nigga in, that obviously was a terrible idea, and we all knew what was going to happen after she did that. I felt like it would have been more interesting if she had secretly been a possessed psycho or whatever, and then she tried to kill her own baby or whatever. And like, why did Lil Rel have to die? Why did he have to die? Damn. I thought he did a great job as the like... nerdy. They could have easily made him like the, oh no, she better don't. You know, like they could have made him like a stereotypical nigga. Yeah. Like whatever, or something more like his Get Out character. I like that he was like a nerd that like wrote fan fiction or whatever, and I thought that he played that role really well. But the way that he died, I thought was stupid. I also felt like Trevante didn't need to die. Not just because I like Trevante, but there was just decisions that characters made or things that were done that didn't make any sense, and it was clearly written just to keep the plot going on.
Well, how come the niggas got to die?
Well, in fairness, there were 2 niggas in the film.
All right. So
like 12 people at a time.
Got it.
And yeah, they both ate dirt. And honestly, if it wasn't for Trevante being fine and Sandra Bullock, I guess, wanting him to be her love interest, he probably would have died sooner too. Thankfully.
Well, all right.
You know, they just did whatever. Watch
I mean,
I wasn't
gonna look at it no way, but people have been going nuts about it.
Netflix and chill movie. That is the time when I watched this. When I watched the movie, I was like, see, now if I had dick in my life, this is where we would be having sex, and then I wouldn't be watching.
I'll save it for next week. Then.
It's fully like Act 2 starts, penetration. Like that's
like we're gonna start looking at this, but we're not gonna finish looking at this.
Absolutely, that's the type of film that Bird Box is to me.
Okay, great.
But the cast did a great job with what they were
I will
given.
remember that. Thank you.
Now, if we want to talk about horror thrillers that is on the horizon that I can't wait for, Jordan P. Alish.
Oh, no.
I will be at
no, bitch.
Us.
Oh, no, bitch.
Day
I sure will not.
I cannot.
No.
Fucking wait.
No, you could put Lupita and Winston Duke and whatever you want to.
Fucking movie.
I will be damned. I sure won't. Who wants a free ticket to that movie? Because I'm buying one and I'm not going. Hell no. Woo!
Boy, Jordan Peele done seen some shit, my nigga. I don't know what that motherfucker been through, but I love it. Same, bruh. That movie. No. Now listen, the beautiful thing about this, for me, is that we've known about it for a while. He announced it. He put out like the poster for it. We knew who was sort of in the movie for a minute, but there was no discussion about what it was about.
Right.
Even when we knew, like when they were like, hey, the trailer's going to come out on Christmas or whenever, still, like, I don't think that people really knew what it was about. We knew that it had something to do with scissors.
Yep.
And a glove.
Scissors.
We didn't have any idea. So I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that Lupita was in a horror movie. That's enough. Winston Duke is in a horror movie. That's enough. Like, and I loved Get Out. That's enough.
Me too.
They started this motherfucking trailer with I Got 5 on it. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, so this is the part where, you know, like everything's fine. And then they will lead into when things get dark, which obviously they did. I did not realize that I Got 5 on it is such a sinister, horrifying ass song. Like
it wouldn't be if Jordan Peele had left it the hell alone.
True. And is now officially a Halloween anthem.
Every time I hear I Got 5 on it from now on, I'm going to be like, yo, double check the locks.
Absolutely. You
Make sure all these windows and shit are closed. I get scared very easily. And so I just don't think it's going to be for me, you guys. I don't. Because Get Out scared the shit. I had nightmares.
Yeah, if Get Out scared you, girl, I get it. I understand. So, this looks like it's actually going to be quite frightening.
It does.
Whereas Get Out, to me, was more fun. Like, it had lots of creepy moments, absolutely. But it was like a fun, it was like a fun thriller. This looks like it's going to be a scary movie.
I had zero fun at Get Out. My anxiety was through the roof for the entire movie. I wanted to piss myself and jump out of my skin.
It literally had humor in it. Like funny shit on top of the fact that I just felt like it was a thrill ride. I had a blast. I've seen Get Out so many times.
When he was like, babe, the keys, and she held them up and she was like, you know, I can't give these to you, babe. That's when I was like, oh no. I want this movie to be over right now.
A chill going down my back in that particular moment.
Mommy.
And I kind of had felt like she was, like, from the time I had seen the trailer, I felt like she was going to be in, like, something was wrong with her. Because I remember in the trailer, there was a shot where you see her, the chick from Girls, with a shotgun in her hand.
Right.
And so I'm like, who the fuck she... So I kind of was side-eyeing her from the beginning, but just the way that scene was done.
Yeah.
And anyways.
I mean, I didn't trust her anyway because white woman, but so I knew it was going to happen. But when she dangled them in his face and was like, I can't give you these, right? I was just like, bitch.
So this shit?
Send me home. I can't look at this. No.
First of all, Lupita, we all know, is a gorgeous beauty. Bone structure, skin,
it just don't make no sense.
Everything. She portrays horror in the seconds that I've seen in this film so well. Yeah. First of all, we got the get out face that Daniel gave us in the first film with the tears. Yes. We got her doing that.
Oh no.
When I think they're called the Untethered. If you haven't seen the trailer, bitch, just turn this off and go watch it. But
mute it.
When they initially come into the house and there's this shot where Lupita has the demon Lupita, whatever.
Right.
But she has her hand in her head in her hands. And she does this little motion with her fingers. Mm-hmm. She just does
it's scary.
Horror so well. Work, Luke. No,
I was frightened watching that trailer in the middle of the day. So I said, guess where I will not be? I cannot look at that movie.
And we still have no idea. I have a million theories. I promise you, I watched that trailer at least 30 times on Christmas.
Well, he said it has nothing to do with race.
Yeah.
It's about how we're our own worst enemies or something like that.
It seems like they're going to dive into,
Which makes sense since it's a family that looks exactly like their family.
Right.
So, but
my theory, if you want to hear it.
I do. I would love to, because I'm not looking at the movie.
Because a lot of people are worried that it's about to be somebody's just crazy and it's all a dream, which would feel cheap to me. I'm going to have a good time regardless because this is a black-ass family, a chocolate-ass black-ass family.
Yes, no random light-skinned people in the family, just 4 regular brown, dark-skinned people.
Look like they related.
Just a regular family.
2 niggas that made 2 kids.
Just no random mixed girl in here. Just 4 black people. That shouldn't be so groundbreaking. Where you what? It's just 4 brown people? Really?
The lighting on the dark skin also does a lot. The shot where whom I'm assuming is a young Lupita is looking in a mirror or reflection and the reflection grabs her.
Oh, see.
That blue lighting and her out on the nighttime in the beach. I cannot wait to see this fucking movie. So my theory is that I think it's actually going to have some sort of a supernatural element. My hope is that these clones, doppelgangers, whatever you want to call them, actually exist. And I'm hoping that it's some sort of a supernatural, because Jordan referred to it as a monster. He said that he wanted to make his own monster movie. So I'm thinking that Lupita, when she was a kid, created some sort of a monstrous supernatural enemy or entity that has been tethered to her since her childhood.
Oh, shit.
And now she's gone back to her childhood home, and this tethered entity is trying to untether itself from her and her family by killing them, thus the scissors. That is my guess. I don't think it's going to be as simple as, the bitch just crazy and what do you know?
Well, I don't know enough about it to even formulate what might happen.
I know as much as you.
I could barely get through that trailer. I was so frightened.
I watched it a million times.
No,
scary things. No. I love scary movies and scary books. I don't like haunted houses and I don't like scary games. I'll watch you play a scary game. I won't play it myself.
What's a scary game?
Resident Evil, Silent Hill.
Oh, video games.
Video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a scary version of Monopoly or something. They have that?
Yeah. Absolutely. You just have one white person dress up like Trump and play it with you.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Trump is the banker. Oh, God. Okay, no, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Shortening the story, right. I can't wait to see Us. I'm going the day that it comes out. The day that it comes out. Can't.
I'll be sponsoring somebody's ticket that day.
Wait. It looks...
Nope.
All right, so... B2K...
Don't do this. Is this about Chris Stokes?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I could thought because of the R. Kelly stuff, maybe everybody's shit was going to come to light. But...
Oh, yeah, they've been dragging Chris. Well. He's back to denying previous claims,
okay.
Of course.
Of course he is.
But yeah, B2K had officially announced, I think late last year, that they're going on tour together. Something that was a love and hip hop storyline for a taste. And it looked like it wasn't going to happen. Well, now it is. They're doing promo and all. It's called the Millennium Tour. It will feature B2K live and adult, as well as Mario, Lloyd, Chingy, Bobby V, Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, no.
Pretty Ricky, and None for Bow Wow Wieners.
This is too many acts.
Right? Like, I guess everybody gonna get like 2 songs.
I mean, but this is gonna drive up the price of tickets.
Is it? Because have you heard of all the things that have happened since?
No, okay, no, I have not. But I would think
should be on Groupon by now.
The problem with having that many, like, first of all, I recognize all of those artists.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
And so everybody has to get paid. Right. And so you would think, I mean, and some of these are groups. So it's like 3-4 people per act.
Pretty Ricky's 4 niggas. Yin Yang Twins is 2 niggas. This is $4 niggas.
Right. Like, that's a lot of money to go around. And, you know, niggas is spending $40, $50 max on tickets. So.
And, like, did all of these niggas really need to be there?
I mean, Chingy, really? Who asked for, no shade, but who asked for Chingy? Right there? No. I don't even know about Valentino's. Wait, no. Wee. What is that song? Oh, that's a Lil Wayne song. The fact that
the first thing that came out your mind was wee you. I was about to do Anonymous.
Oh, I don't know.
Anonymous and Wee You. Those are the only
I don't know Anonymous.
I know Anonymous. Why you gotta be anonymous? I wanna know. I gotta know your name.
This is like dating online. What is this about?
Probably.
Okay. Well,
maybe it's not
Bobby Valentino did not need an invite either. But
I'm just happy to hear that all these people are living. Because I wouldn't have known otherwise. No shade. So that's nice. Well, since the announcement of the tour, some interesting things have happened. Moniece Slaughter, which I still love that's her last name, let it slip, more than likely on purpose, so I guess it didn't slip, on Instagram. She posted a picture of what fans believe to be her hand intertwined with her child's father's hand, her child father being little Fizz, for those of y'all who didn't know. And she cleared it up by saying it was not her baby daddy, but he had, in fact, been in Chicago at that time with April and the kids. April
Omarion's baby
is
mama.
Omarion's baby mama, who she has 2 children with, I believe. So she kind of outed them as, I guess, supposed to be fucking or dating or something like that. Yeah, Fizz and
no
Omarion's
way.
mama.
It ain't no way.
They were together for the holidays. They do look very close, but I have not seen anything from either of them claiming to be anything more. They say they're best friends.
Wait, so April and Omarion, they broke up?
Oh, yeah, they've been.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Like ages ago. I think the nigga went to Africa. I think he was trying to be an Afro beats artist or some shit. I don't know.
Father God. Okay.
Some shit. And then, but they haven't been together for a while. There hasn't been a lot of dragging. Well, I can't even say that confidently because I pay little to no attention to either
these
of them.
people, right.
But they don't seem to be on, like, good terms. But, like, Omarion did an interview with, Rocky Rance from TMZ, and I think that she asked him about it, and he said something about, like, he basically said that he's gonna respect her, he's not gonna badmouth her or whatever, because at the end of the day, that's his baby mama, and that she could do whatever she wants with whoever she wants because she's grown.
I mean, true. But I'm just surprised that of all people, it sounds like a relationship Mona put together, honestly.
Doesn't it?
Because why would not Lil Raz. What's his name? Raz B. Why would
Little Raz?
You know what I meant?
Yes,
why would of all the girls in LA, why Omarion's baby mama? You know, it just sounds constructed.
Lil Fizz is a nigga, and this reminds me of what's his name? His real name's Drew. And
every light-skinned nigga named Drew is a mess.
He had I want to say in the last season of their Hip Hop Hollywood.
Yeah.
There was a whole storyline where Fizz was sleeping with. You remember Moniece had a white stud.
Yes.
She was dating a white stud.
Do remember.
And then the white stud had a homegirl, a black friend that claimed to be straight.
Yes, and the black friend and Moniece didn't get along.
They hated each other.
Yes.
Guts and all.
Right.
They could not stand the sight of each other. Lo and behold, the next season comes along and Fizz is in the house with this bitch in lingerie.
Right.
And we're fucking
friend.
each other.
Yeah.
And I think now they're on marriage boot camp together.
Yeah, see...
They're not even married.
Y'all, right. And I don't think most of the couples on Marriage Boot Camp are not married.
Yeah,
y'all just go on this show. Yeah. It's like a Love and Hip Hop edition of Marriage Boot Camp.
Yeah. It's like
and y'all just go for the check, which is fine, except I'm not interested in even y'all's fake relationships. But
I say that to say that, yes, like, that man could get pussy quite easily. Yeah. I'm certain.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like,
nobody's ugly.
Why did you decide to fuck this girl that you know, like y'all were at the reunion together when they were cussing each other out. Like, you know, your baby mama hates this girl. Why fuck her?
Right.
So after seeing that, it wouldn't shock me if he was to fuck this girl, because it doesn't seem like
that's the type of shit you do.
Discernment.
Yeah, he ain't got it.
Foresight. It doesn't seem to be there.
And I wanted to believe that it was all reality TV mess, but maybe you just really like fucking just the absolute wrong choices in women. I don't really know. But
some niggas don't even know the word temptation is a word. They just...
But I would have thought that Raspy and Omarion were better. Little Fizz. Sorry. I don't know why I keep mixing them up.
Cases.
I don't know why.
Nobody's going to fault you for
Don't
this.
even know what Raspy looks like. But I would have thought they were
Chris
friends.
Stokes.
Oh, God damn it.
Because Chris is what, his cousin?
His cousin or something. Yes. Oh, God. Anyway, this is all just a big ass mess. And when you said that things were falling apart, I thought you meant because of the R. Kelly thing. I didn't even know about this.
Oh, yeah, I was getting to that part next.
I didn't even know about the rest of this. Him sleeping with his baby mama and all this.
Allegedly.
Like, right, allegedly. But still, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then the fact that Moniece is the one who posted it or let it slip leads me to further believe that Mona got her hand in this whole relationship.
Do you know that Moniece and April were arguing about this on Instagram Live?
Of course,
and
not
on separate lives. Not on separate lives. Oh no,
they joined.
You know how on Instagram now,
oh my God,
you can join somebody else's live and then they split screen it.
Yes, they were in the same live.
These women were fussing at each other on Instagram Live with live comments.
Girl.
You can FaceTime each other.
Right. Doing it on Instagram is doing it for an audience, which, again, Mona, like, I have to believe that y'all went through contract negotiations and was like, everything on Instagram is going to be an extra $2,500. Like, I'm not going to argue with you about it, Mona, because otherwise, why would you do this?
Do you know that your kids' dads are going to work?
Y'all not going to work. Y'all not going to work. Neither one of y'all is about to go get a job.
I'm not even sure if April was on the last season of that show. If she was, she had to have been like...
No, they stopped filming, yeah. So, April and Omarion stopped a couple of years ago, I think.
I'm pretty sure he stopped before she did, but I don't think that she's... I'm pretty sure she wasn't on the last season of that show, but Lord knows I watch it sparingly.
Right. Same.
But yeah, it's like, sis, why not?
I'm not going to argue with somebody that I am associated with on Instagram. I'm simply not going to do it. I just will not. Bitch.
I don't get it,
We can either argue over the phone privately or in person privately, but I will not go back and forth with you on fucking Instagram.
Why?
So that your followers can participate and be in it. Like, for what, though? Yeah. It's just not for me. But I don't sell my life for reality TV either, so...
You bring up the R. Kelly thing. Omarion has apparently vowed to not perform any songs that R. Kelly wrote or produced on this upcoming tour. So that means that if you bought tickets or if you intend to go, keep in mind you won't be hearing things like Bump 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 or What a Girl Wants or a few other
some of their biggest hits,
songs. Yeah,
right.
Some of their biggest songs.
Yeah.
Because Omarion says that he's not performing it. And I don't know if that's a vow he took himself, if they're going to do the Jeremiah, shadowy, you know, if they're going to do Us and have a doppelganger up there.
Oh, man.
Doppelganger. Which oddly enough makes me think of the word Duffy, which is like Jamaican patois for ghost.
Oh,
ghost
okay.
Or
I didn't
whatever.
know that.
Was something I guess you can
I'll
take
file that away for the next time I have a random piece of trivia that I need to know.
Sure. So, you know, I'm not going.
Oh, Lordy.
I saw Jay Boog was in the gym doing his crunches and things like that.
That's the one I can't never remember. Now, who is that?
The finest one.
Is he?
Yeah.
Still today?
Oh, yeah. To me.
Well,
I mean, people have opinions.
Oh, he got a grown man body.
Because I thought to myself, funny enough, I thought to myself, like, before I came into the studio, I was like, the least that these niggas could do is, like, go and do some crunches and stuff so they could show us some abs. You know, like,
give the girl some abs. This boy is 33.
Yeah, they're adults. They're all grown.
Oh, my God. Why did I always think B2K was such, like, they were a bunch of little boys?
I mean, that was a long time ago.
God damn, I guess it was. This nigga got 3 kids.
Yeah. They're all parents. I don't know if Raz B has kids.
I thought they were... I just thought they were all born in the 90s. I was wrong, I guess. Yeah. No, I was. Because
they were like teenagers when they were popping and stuff, but that was like probably 15 years ago. Shit.
They met in 98. So, yeah. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, right.
The least these niggas could do was some fucking pull-ups and shit. You know, try and get the least you could do is get the sex appeal back on par and stuff like that. Because, like, unlike Pretty Ricky, B2K was mostly working with good-looking guys.
Yeah, true.
You know?
That is facts.
So
Pretty Ricky ain't never been nothing to look at, but B2K always been fine.
I'm feeling like nigga, at least y'all can do that. I went to this nigga's page and he was sure enough in the gym doing some sit-ups, crunches, boxing and stuff. I was like, you know what? J-Boog is taking this check seriously. And I
really was too old for these little boys when they first came out, but you're right. J-Boog is light years finer than these other 3. God damn. This don't make no sense.
IMO.
This don't make no sense.
IMO.
I don't really see the point. I'll be real about the R. Kelly thing. I don't see the point in not performing any of the songs R. Kelly wrote at the show, if only because that's what your audience is going to hear. And it's not like R. Kelly is being paid off of that performance.
Yeah, it's not like a stream, I guess.
Right. It's not like y'all have to pay him for that. And then also I thought the quote was that this tour is going to be the last time you hear these R. Kelly songs and then we're not performing them no more. Like, that's what I thought he said, as opposed to I'm just not going to do them at all. But
to be honest with you, I feel indifferent about that particular thing. Like, I guess I understand why he's doing it and I appreciate that. I don't think that I would have faulted them if they did perform them. But
yeah, I'm not mad at the refuse. Don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely not mad at the I don't want to do no R. Kelly's. Not at all. It just kind of seems like you really only shooting yourself.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like you're making it hard for you.
I want the people giving R. Kelly money to stop. Yeah. I want y'all to stop streaming his shit, stop buying it, stop going to his shows, stop merch. I don't know if he got a GoFundMe. Stop giving to that. Like, I want y'all to stop giving R. Kelly money, period.
Probably have some ghost GoFundMes.
Woo, man. So, but whatever y'all want to do.
If you do end up going, let me know. I'm sure that, matter of fact, never mind. Forget I even said that. It's going to show up all over Instagram. They have like 25 dates between, I want to say, March 8th and like the end of April. So damn, you can more than likely expect to see clips of it somewhere on the Explore page.
That's a lot of shows in just a month, though. Y'all better get this money. Too. That's a lot of shows. Woo, shit.
Look,
y'all performing every night.
Was like, look, we gonna get this money and then I don't never want to see these fucking niggas ever again in my life. Fuck y'all.
I mean, if you play it right, this could be enough money for the year.
Escape did it.
Escape did it as well.
Escape did it. Escape. They did it. Candy was walking completely sad. They'll walk off the stage. Candy is in the parking lot.
Like, hate girl, them. I am not part of this fucking group.
I hate them. So, real quick, Toni Braxton is single again.
Okay.
She can breathe again. And I don't know why.
Why did you do that?
I should have started with it. If I was going to do it, I should have just began with it. Oh, that was horrible. Anyways, so Toni Braxton deleted a whole bunch of shit from her Instagram and then she posted a picture of herself looking beautiful. And then the caption said something like, starting a new chapter, don't be afraid to choose to be chosen or something like that. Very cryptic, and I'm single now.
Okay.
Birdman, on the other hand, just decided to post on his Insta story the words, "It's over." Which is so like girl guy. Like,
right.
It's just so.
I don't have no cute paragraph for this. I don't have nothing loving to say. Bitch, we don't go together no more.
I'm fine with that. Yep. You know, I actually do pay attention to Toni Braxton. I look in her way. You know, I look in her direction. Same. So if I can look at Toni Braxton or in her direction and not see Birdman,
even better.
Win for me.
Yes.
You know, like I'm all for it. Unfortunately, some news about tax debt came out like right after this as well. So he didn't break that debt.
Well, I mean, you know, taxes have never been Toni's strong suit. Yeah. She's never really gotten that all the way together.
I think she's looking at like 500 or close to $500,000 like in federal and California, federal and states. Like,
okay,
together.
Shut me the hell up, because I ain't know Tony Braxton was still making that kind of money to be paying them kind of taxes. Whoa. Did not know that.
I don't know. This is back Texas, so I don't know.
Okay,
it's not just like, oh, this is what you owe us for last year.
Still, all right,
no.
Got you.
We want our money.
Yeah, no, we need
full stop.
We need our money. Yeah. No, they don't play about that.
And it's very much looking like it's at the point where they're saying,
girl.
Tony, so let me tell you something. I loved Spanish guitar. But.
However, sis, we're at a point now where.
We will take your things.
You're just going to have to run us our fucking. And we've done this before. Yeah. So don't make us do it again. Yikes.
Remember when Oprah asked her, did she need, what was it, Gucci?
It was like Hermes plates and Gucci.
But what do you need?
Flatware and stuff. She's like, I'm Oprah and I don't have Gucci plates. And I feel like if I was Tony, I would have picked my face up and went right the fuck on home.
Oh my God. Oprah, give us one more season. Just give us one.
Oprah said, bitch, if I can go down to the Target and get me a box of ceramic plates.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Surely don't know why you think you're hot shit, girl.
My nigga, did you see Oprah? Did you see her harvest?
No. I haven't seen her latest harvest.
I want to say it was like O Magazine or somebody like posted a clip on Instagram or whatever, but it was her with like a tray full of like vegetables from her garden, her enchanted forest.
Right.
This heifer got the biggest goddamn produce I have ever seen.
Oh man. You know, it's like
carrots the size of this MacBook.
And I'm sure it's all organic is the thing. Like,
yes.
She's got some special high-grade fertilizer that the rest of you bitches will never know about or be able to afford, so keep dreaming.
The cows are happy to shit in that pasture and fertilize whatever needs to be fertilized, and those crops are happy to grow on that land.
Oh, man.
I just imagine countless fairies looking after it, watering the plants every day, but it's just...
I love Oprah. I do. Oh my God, I love her.
When I picture her estate, I often picture her garden and just
her orchard.
Yes, to see her just picking tomatoes, the fucking size of her head. I'm just like,
just knowing that that's what brings Oprah joy. She just wraps herself in her own collared leaves, like
and her dogs.
I'm fucking Oprah, bitch. Like
that's it.
She takes her own cucumbers from wherever cucumbers grow into the spa in her home.
Oprah's like, you know what would be good with this tonight? Some thyme. I'm gonna go pick some.
Oh, you know she got thyme, basil, rosemary, all that shit.
Look.
Just growing on vines outside the house.
All outside the house. I need a little peppermint tea.
Nah, I'll just just a little fresh peppermint. Hell, she probably got her own tea leaves too. What is it called where you grow teas?
Absolutely.
I don't even know. Do tea leaves grow on trees? I don't even know. Whatever it is, Oprah got it. She got it.
My grandma used to just pick peppermint leaves and put it in like a hot pot.
Yes.
All the time.
Oh my God.
And all sorts of other teas.
I love it.
You should try Cersei tea one day.
Is that the tea for constipation?
I don't know what it's for. It's supposed to be good for you. Otherwise, I don't know why people drink it.
Cersei?
I think
this is disgusting. It must be nasty as hell.
Let me say this. My mother made it one time and had me drink it just for my reaction. Before parents memed their kids for the internet. Like, originator.
Oh, it's Jamaican.
I don't know if that's like where it originates or where the plant is from or whatever.
I googled Cersei tea and the very first hit is JamaicaObserver.com.
Oh well, yeah, because it's probably just them niggas that drink it. It tastes like literal poison.
Yikes!
It's horrible.
Damn,
it is fucking terrible.
It does say that this is a very popular herb in Jamaica for hypertension, diabetes, worms. God damn. Abdominal pains.
Because let me tell you, them worms are coming out.
They're also used for constipation.
I don't know what the fuck this nigga's problem is, but if it's that deep, I guess I'll go.
See,
whatever, it'll clear you right out.
I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of really disgusting things in this world that are great for your body. And I'll never know because I will not put that inside me.
Just like most of the really great, delicious things are horrible for you.
Damn, people are like managing diabetes and stuff with this tea. Wow.
But you have to drink it first.
Yeah, see, no thanks.
And that's 75% of the battle.
Can you put some organic honey in it, or does that take away all the benefits?
I don't know what would help it.
Nothing? Nothing would
awful.
help it? Nothing takes the edge off?
It is horrible. Honestly, probably one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
Wow. All the reviews are like, this is disgusting.
It is.
This is the nastiest product I've ever put in my mouth.
It blows.
Like plain hot boiling water? What? No, that would be better than... Oh, that must be this brand.
All right. Moving along. Two quick notes, because we're already even in here on this topic.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I don't know if we talked about Soulja Boy's gaming device.
I think so.
The Soulja game.
And how he was going to certainly be sued.
Yeah. Well, the time's gone. For him to lip sync for his life. Because, bitch.
Oh, no.
They got the doll up out of there. Let me tell you something. So, Soulja Boy basically created, or had some white people create a gaming emulator called the Soulja game for him. And on it were a whole bunch of emulated games from loads and loads of companies, you know, Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever. And the idea was that you could play hundreds of thousands of them from this device. Now, let me read you some of his tweets after he got flamed for it.
Right.
He said, "Y'all don't scare me. I'm Soulja Boy. FOH." Like, what is that supposed to What?
What?
You didn't say I'm
Soulja
Suge
Boy.
Knight. Like,
right. I mean, and what you mean scared? Nobody's threatening to run up on you. We're just saying, nigga, you're going to get sued.
This is a terrible idea.
Right. We're not a bunch of lawyers coming after you. That's who you ought to be scared of.
Also, the quality of the system is trash. Like, we're not scared of you. We're criticizing your shit.
Why wouldn't I just spend that $200-$300 on a Switch and some games?
You know, questions.
Why wouldn't I just do that?
So, okay, why y'all not bitching about the other companies selling consoles? Y'all don't want to see a black man get money.
What is this?
Trying to snitch on me, but I'm not doing nothing wrong. Ha ha, eat a dick. We're at 5 million in sales, which I doubt. But
yeah, I doubt 5 million in profit, and I doubt 5 million units. I doubt both of those.
He is right, though, that there are companies that also have the same sort of emulating systems that are not legal, and many of those companies do not last long. The difference is that they don't have a celebrity endorsing it,
them?
or
right.
It's not named after, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're an easy target, nigga, because you're Soulja Boy, versus the rest of these that just get the notice from Nintendo or Sony or whoever that says, get rid of this shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so...
Like, we're only... Like, it's your job to promote it, but that's also why you're getting dragged. Is because, like, don't tell us, well, everybody else is being bad, too. I'm not the only one being bad. Okay, but you're the loud one jumping around, getting the teacher's attention. So, yeah, nigga, you the one in timeout.
Dummy. It's so funny y'all don't know how business works.
Oh, we don't know.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Nothing is going to happen. If Nintendo was going to do something... fell out. If Nintendo was going to do something, they would have the first day. My console not going anywhere. Okay. Everything I'm doing is 100% legit. Stay mad and I'll keep getting richer. Nintendo ain't gonna do shit.
Really?
Fast forward to today, if you're looking for a Soulja game, you won't find one because they have since been delivered their papers, reportedly. Soulja Boy tweeted on the 29th of December, "I had to boss up. I didn't have a choice." That's right. You didn't have a choice because you can't do what you did.
I thought it was 100% legit.
How many people did it before you?
It doesn't.
You can't do it.
No, it's still... It's not more illegal because you did it, but you're definitely like pointing a target on yourself. Like you're saying, "Hey, come at me, bro." You basically dared Nintendo to come shut your ass down.
And Nintendo said, "You!" And they came right over to your front door and told you to give them their things.
I don't know why you thought you could play with fucking Nintendo. Nintendo, nigga.
They don't play at all. If you go to SouljaGame.com at this moment, you'll be directed to the Nintendo store.
Shut up.
Do it.
I'm finna.
SouljaGame.com. Have a blast. And I'm going to queue up the next topic.
Okay. Shut me the fuck up. Yep. It went right to Nintendo.com/3DS.
So if you would like a 3DS
wow.
game system, just go to SouljaGame.com.
They were like, yeah, whatever that shit was.
It's ours now.
No, I am crying.
Simple and clean.
Nintendo said, you ain't got to take your domain down. You just got to go log into the back end and put up that cute little redirect.
Honestly, they may not even need to do that. They could probably just give the paperwork to GoDaddy or whoever and be like, oh yeah, we own this now.
Yeah, Soulja Boy probably didn't even do that.
Yeah.
What made him think he was going to get away with this?
Dumb.
Oh, man.
Dumb.
Nigga, your site dead ass redirects to Nintendo.com. Like,
I fell the fuck onto the ground.
I wasn't ready for that. I thought you were bullshitting.
The nerve of you to be talking about Nintendo ain't gonna do shit.
Right? Why would you dare them? You know they got Twitter, right? They can see your tweets. They can see it.
What you thought? Like, girl, I don't know, bitch. Nintendo, Japan, and America left simultaneously. Get him out of here.
I feel like somebody at Nintendo saw that tweet and was like, honestly, normally I wouldn't even give a shit, but how dare you tell me what we not gonna do, bitch? Forward, legal, team, send, bitch. And that's it.
But he's not even the first person that they've done it to.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The nerve of you. Who on your team allowed you to feel so bold and comfortable?
Yeah, fire
to
that
rant
nigga.
like this.
Fire
with this
that
product?
nigga.
Never speak to them again.
Never again, because they lied to you.
White China, Madonna was at recently the Stonewall Inn here in the city of New York for New Year's Eve, where she performed with her son, and I think Ariana Grande was there or some shit. But anyway,
is Stonewall big enough for that?
I don't think so. But I guess since it's like historic or whatever, they just
why not
have moments.
Sure.
I don't know. I've actually never been, but
I wasn't going down there on New Year's.
No, leaving the house. I was fully in Harlem, New York. So Madonna was there. Some videos and photos from her, appearance popped up. And a lot of people noticed some things she was packing in the back end that hadn't been there before.
Oh, no.
So it seems that Madonna may have augmented her rear end.
Oh, God.
She looks a lot like, many of the strippers in the southern parts of the country that do that.
Gross. I have to see this.
So let me tell you something. When I first saw the picture, I thought to myself, oh, it's Stonewall. It's a bunch of gays. Surely some drag queens had fun with some padding on her, and this was just a joke.
It's not like one of them slide-ons.
Right. But
they're like the little shorts.
Right. But then she tweeted, desperately seeking no one's approval and entitled to free agency over my body like everyone else. Thank you, 2019. It's going to be an amazing year. Hashtag freedom, respect, no fear, and no discrimination.
Wow.
And I also saw a video of her where she has something else on. It's like some fishnets and like some panties or whatever. And this is where it seems she's dancing on stage with Ariana Grande, or a really great Ariana Grande impersonator. But here you can see like her ass. It doesn't look like she has any padding or whatever on there. So she may have gotten a big ol' ass, which just seems so Madonna. Like Madonna has seemed like desperate to be, hip and African for a long time. So I'm not really shocked.
I mean, so she's right. Like, it's her body, her life, and if she wants to do this, she can. And it doesn't, like, I guess, who are me to judge? If you want to look ridiculous putting this big old ass on these thick, thin legs, then that's your business, your priority. You can do that all you want to. Madonna doesn't move me in a way that she moves a lot of the other gays, including black gays. There are a lot of black gays that go up for Madonna.
Because Madonna has bops.
She does. And I understand that, she was talking about sexuality in a way and at a time where, the mainstream was really not having it. And there was a time where she was really pushing the envelope. Because my mama definitely did not let me look at Madonna nothing growing up. Not one damn thing. But in 2019, it just feels very like grandma still trying to be cool at the club.
Yeah.
And I just don't need that. I just don't need that from you.
Like, I know that we constantly talk about Madonna being old and, her fans don't like that and ageism and all of that stuff. But it's like the ass shots, the gold teeth.
It doesn't look good.
It's just weird.
It does not look good.
Right, and that's the other thing. Like, you're Madonna.
Right.
Like, if you got ass shots, they shouldn't look so bad.
Yeah. Like, You shouldn't have these. I went to the Motel 6 and got injected with some Fix-A-Flat looking ass shots.
Right.
That's why I'm hoping this is just some padded panties you put on and not actually something done to your body.
Right. You know what?
Because if so, you need to get a fucking refund.
I'm going to wait for some more videos or photos or some shit to come out where it's like official. Because, you know, I'm going to go with this having been a padding.
Yeah, because it doesn't look good. At all.
It looks...
Not at all.
It looks so bad.
And I would think you could afford something better.
It looks like SpongeBob is just hiding in her back pockets.
I mean, and most people who get their ass done do it because they use their ass or their body to make money. But Madonna is way past that point. Way past that.
Especially if you don't get a big old ass like that.
Yeah, like that's a stripper ass. You finna get on the pole?
But like, look at your thighs.
Come on, they don't match. That Kim Kardashian ass. Ugh, it is.
If you're gonna do it, make it look like
they not finna.
Nice.
They not finna.
Actually, pissed at the person who did this, honestly. And again, I'll wait for some better photos to come out. Maybe this is a horrible angle and it's not the most high quality shit, but like, if it is giving what it looks to be giving, pissed at the person who put this into Madonna. And I've read Madonna and been annoyed with Madonna several times over the past few years. Legend or no legend. But like, you really did this to a pop, like, queen. That's crazy.
This is wrong. Yeah, she been on my nerves since that time she photoshopped herself on the wall when Beyonce and Jay-Z were at the Louvre looking at the Mona Lisa or something else, and she photoshopped them looking at her. It was a bunch of pictures of her on the wall, and I was like, bitch, please.
She annoyed me. God forgive me because I don't remember the full story, but it had something to do with her son and the word nigga. I don't remember if she said that she calls him nigga or if she lets him. I don't remember what it was.
I think they all say nigga. She has a few black kids, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that Angelina Jolie?
At
that
least
just has
4.
The black girl?
No, she's got at least 4 black. I think she has 6 kids. I know at least 4 more black.
Right. The girl, I remember her being pregnant with the girl. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Lourdes?
I think you're on
something like
right
that.
Track.
But yeah, since that day, I've been very uncomfortable with all them black kids she has in her house. Oh, remember? And it was that picture she posted of them kids.
Yes, and
there was a kid on. They were giving her a pedicure or something, and like, girl, the optics of this are just wrong and bad.
She had a caption on a post with her son that had the word nigga in it.
Yes.
And then she deleted it afterwards.
That's what it was.
So I think that was the first thing that made me...
like, bitch.
First thing I can remember recently that made me be like, Madonna,
no,
what?
You got me fucked
girl,
up,
girl. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, you adopted them black kids, and we have talked about that and how we feel about that for years and years.
But those kids... right on over there.
That's fine.
Picked you up some kids.
Alrighty, here we are. You raising them. They seem loved. Okay, but like, nigga? Really? Like, what?
Like, that ain't your nigga.
And then
I just want you to get that.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Madonna, God bless. I'm gonna skip that one.
Bye, girl.
All right. So look, all I'm gonna say about Kevin Hart.
You have had to talk about Kevin Hart every time we've come to the studio for like the past 6.
And I'm done.
You keep saying that, and then he keeps making it worse.
I don't care no more, y'all. Like, just let that nigga host whatever he wants. I don't even give a shit. Let him host the Oscars. Just let him do it. Let him host the Emmys and the Tonys and the Source Awards, Ozone Awards, Puppy Bowl, Snick, whatever he wants.
Not the Puppy Bowl.
Because at this point, it's just... So he was on Ellen.
Mm-hmm. There's my issue right there. That's my issue right there.
We can stop.
Honestly, Kevin Hart ain't said nothing new. I'm looking at Ellen now like, bitch, really?
Think about it, right? I watched like the clips from the interview and stuff like that, and he had a great and impassioned monologue about how much he's learned over, the 10 years since those tweets or whatever. And the thing is, I believe him. Like, I don't think that you're homophobic. I think that you have a lot to learn, like many of us do, about many things, especially when it comes to people, humanity, culture, gender, sexuality, a lot of stuff that we could learn. So do I think I sort of like I understood for whatever reason in that moment where he's talking on her stage why he is as frustrated as he is. But again, my issue was not so much with them tweets and more so how they're moving in the wake of it. Like, it's not even about you being homophobic or not homophobic. I don't think that. I don't even think you would have ever you've been the same size as your son his whole life. He probably would have squared the fuck up with you. So like,
nigga,
son, I'm gonna beat you. No, daddy, I will beat you.
I will slap you right. Try me, bitch. Who the fuck you think I will slap you right back.
Frankly,
bitch.
I'm tired of you.
So like, eye level, nigga. Don't come for me.
My thing is that like you have a huge fan base, and many of them. First of all, we're talking about 2009, 2008, 2010,
something like that.
Your white fan base was not
non-existent.
What it is today.
Not at all.
It was niggas laughing at them jokes.
Yeah.
Many niggas who have kids that are a part of the LGBT community, whether they want to acknowledge it or not, adding in the Q and the I and the A, y'all know
all of that stuff.
And many kids who actually do suffer abuse at the hands of their own family, whether it's physical, emotional, verbal, whatever you want to call it. This could have been an opportunity to have a conversation that needs to be had with someone who is influential over a lot of people that look up to him or that are fans of him that still don't think that there was anything wrong with what he said, whether it was 2009 or 2019.
Right.
Like, you got niggas who are like upset that he's even apologized. They feel like there's nothing wrong with it, and they're just mad at gay people for, having feelings. Those people needed more, in my opinion, than white ass Ellen.
Yep.
Begging this nigga to host the Oscars anyway, for him to be like, I guess I'll think about it. Like, what?
We're not going to turn, I will not let Kevin Hart be the persecuted one here, which is why so much of what he has done over the past few weeks has gotten on my nerves.
Yeah.
It's just all about the reaction and the way he's handling it. Like, how dare y'all ask me about these terrible things that I said? Like, I get you may feel annoyed or you may think you've apologized, even though I've yet to actually see this real apology that you swear you've given 1,000,000 times. Like, I don't even care at this point. It's just like, you, sir, are not a victim here. And you, Ellen, I just don't know where you feel like you get to tell Black, LGBTQI, everything else people how to feel. That's what I don't get. Like, Ellen might she might be king lesbian.
She kind of is for whites.
Right. And you know what? I will let her have it. And I have always enjoyed Ellen as a comic and her stuff on TV and all that.
Dory.
However, even white gays have a lane. And when you get into talking about things that, yes, of course, white gays were offended by Kevin's tweets, but this is not really Kevin's community. And it's certainly, or they are not Kevin's community, and certainly not when those tweets were posted would they have been in reference to anything like anything to do with white gays. So it's just like, what makes you feel like you can come in and forgive him or be like this person who is like, all right, Kevin Hart, on behalf of the homosexuals, like, we are granting you this space and this access.
I called the Academy and they said they would love it. They want to make it happen no matter what.
Why?
I don't even care about any of that.
For what?
I don't care about that. The nigga could tap dance live on the Oscars, like, as his opening act. I don't give a shit. Like, it isn't about that to me. It's just, it's been verbalized as this attack on Kevin Hart. And even so, if you really considered yourself to have learned and be a different person and, I think he said that he doesn't want to be an ally or whatever.
Well, no worries.
That's fine. Thank you. We'll take that.
Ain't one.
But if you truly understand why those tweets were wrong and why they were hurtful, I think that you could have done a better way of showing that than having your friend, your white gay friend, come on here and like not challenge anything that you're saying, just listen to you talk about how different you are and how much you've learned, which again could very well be true, but there's so much missing from this conversation that regular ass moms and dads and brothers and sisters and cousins need to fucking hear. And it could have been an opportunity. Like, my nigga, you can talk to nobody Black and queer.
Yeah. I just don't.
Lena, Janelle, Wanda.
This would have been Justin, so much better. So much better.
No, but there was nobody that you could have sat down and done the same thing with. You picked Ellen, which just for me reaffirms what I said, which is that white gays looked at this as a white offense and not a gay offense.
Right.
Because if it was specific to us, there would have never been an issue at all.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at the statistics of kids that are abused as it relates to race, like, go check that out. And then let's talk about Ellen being the one to decide that Kevin Hart is forgiven.
Yeah. I honestly don't even understand why Ellen allowed Kevin Hart to use her in her show for that, but...
They say they friends, and she knows he's not homophobic, and he's probably watched her make out with Portia de Rossi countless times. The kids probably have like made balloon animals together or whatever, and he wants to, defend his friend. And I'm like, I get all of that stuff. I see all of that stuff, but it's like, Kevin Hart is not even my concern as far as homophobia. Kevin Hart and his influence remaining toxic for people who refuse to think any different, when it's like, this is a prime opportunity.
Yeah.
The same way that this is an amazing opportunity for people to learn from this R. Kelly situation.
Yes.
And niggas are refusing to.
Right.
That's kind of how I feel about this.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point, because so many people, well, we'll talk about the R. Kelly situation.
I mean, it's next,
later.
so we could just transition into that.
Oh,
now.
well, you know what? Let's just do it then.
I will tell you, so I didn't know that this surviving R. Kelly thing was going to be as long as it is.
Yeah, I knew it was 6 episodes.
I didn't know that until they were maybe on episode 5. I started it after the 6 episodes were finished. I purposely put it off. I've been having a shit month emotionally. I've just been in the pits. So I said, you know what?
Same.
I know that R. Kelly is a piece of shit. I've known that R. Kelly is a piece of shit for a while. This is not going to influence me to do something I was already doing, which is not support R. Kelly, not play his music, not stream anything, and also spread the word. So I was like, you know what? I'm not in a good place. I'm not going to watch this shit right now. And honestly, again, I love scary movies, and I was really scared to watch it because I knew how uncomfortable.
Yeah, I knew how mad it would make me.
It was going to make me.
Yeah.
Could barely get through with the first episode, but I made it. The one that was mostly about Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that I finished, I think I just finished the 4th one. The last thing that I saw was the mom who went to the hotel and found her daughter in there.
Yeah.
I was weeping.
That was
how could you do this shit to people? Who the fuck do you think that you are, my nigga?
R. Kelly is a sick-ass person. We have said it so many times on this show. There's something literally wrong with that nigga. It's not funny. It's not cute.
The fact that nobody has killed you yet?
It's unbelievable. You still have people's daughters in this home on your compound or whatever, training up new girls. And so the documentary... The series truly did not teach me much that I did not already know about R. Kelly. What it did for me was clarify just how deep it goes.
It just brought out so many just chilling details. And I knew that's what it was going to do.
Nigga, is this this is a sex trafficking ring? Do you provide girls to niggas all across the industry? What? Because the thing is, it's too many people working to keep R. Kelly out of jail.
Absolutely.
It's too many people on R. Kelly's side, and not publicly, but doing whatever they can behind the scenes and quietly to make sure that he prospers with the shit.
He has both, but he has so many people behind the scenes that have been helping him. It is mind blowing. I
am just disgusted by the whole thing. And so, that it was incredibly upsetting to hear these people's, first of all, these stories, most of which I have already heard before.
Yeah.
But to the fact that these people have to continuously share their pain and relive it all the time and put it back out there in the hopes that maybe one day we as a society will actually give a fuck about Black girls and step in and stop this man from doing it. And since the early 90s, we've basically been nope. As a society, just been R. Kelly is nasty and we all know it, and we just all know it. We're just going to let it sit and rock like that.
Like you said, it did go over a lot of stuff that we did know, but I don't know, maybe because of the pacing of it, the order in which they went, and all of the details, the way that it was pieced together was just, it really cemented and brightened up the fact that this nigga is a calculated, manipulate from like the music that he released when he did, and like the places that he would be when he, like all of the stuff that he had been doing to cover for it before he was even as famous as he was in his prime.
Right.
He had known from the get-go.
Yeah.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
And how awful it was. And used his talent and his money and his influence to get away with it.
Right.
And knew, just the same way that people around him knew that because these girls were not just young, but because they were brown girls, nobody was going to bat their eyes twice.
Right.
The girl who got mono from him and almost died.
Yes. Jesus. The fact that like... The fact that they do these things to girls, infecting them with different infections, diseases, some STIs, that sort of thing, knowing that it will mark them as damaged, knowing that it will make it harder for them to go home and say to their loved ones and family and friends, like, I've been abused in XYZ ways. I've been raped multiple times. You know, all this terrible stuff has happened to me. And the idea that they will be considered like no longer as good or as innocent of a person as they were before is part of the reason why he gets to keep doing this. Like, it's all fucking connected.
And it has rippled. You see it in multiple stories from women, many of whom don't know each other.
Right.
So it's like how all these girls got the same ass story.
It's so much shame wrapped up in what R. Kelly is doing to these girls. It's not just, well, I don't understand why you would still stay there. Like, well, no, of course you don't, because you've never been groomed from a young age to go and
be a sex robot.
Right. Like, because that didn't happen to you. And instead of just thanking God that that wasn't your experience, you want to judge people who have been through something that you can't even fathom.
I can't.
And the shame of that, do you think those girls don't know that? The shame of it keeps them there. I mean, other than, you know, not actually literally being able to leave, but like we don't make it easy for survivors or victims to say, hey, this has happened to me, because they come out and tell these stories. This is not even the first R. Kelly documentary that has been made. We all know about R. Kelly.
And have.
And people still will flood the internet with all these shitty ass comments about why they deserved it, or why, you know, I don't care what y'all say about R. Kelly, I'm still going to be stepping in the name of love.
Like that girl who got mono states that she met him at Aventura Mall, which is like one of my favorite malls in Florida. Like, it's not far from me. That could have been one of my friends.
See?
When I was in high school. It could have easily been somebody I know.
I'm just
so it's
disgusted.
like, I want to remind y'all that a lot of y'all who have kids or young people in your lives, like, they see your posts on Facebook or on Instagram. They hear y'all talking to each other and stuff like that. So if that were to happen to one of the young people in your life, guess who's not gonna know? You, stupid.
Lord.
Like,
right.
His own brother.
Make it easy.
His own brother said that he was molested when he was a child. Yep. And he knew, before he said anything to anybody, he knew that his mama was probably not going to believe him because of who it was. And he tested it on his brother, Robert. And his brother, Robert, told him, nah, that didn't happen to you. Nah, that didn't happen to you. So because his brother didn't, he decided never to tell his mama.
Oh
like, God. What the fuck are y'all talking about? What is this planet?
I don't know. I really don't. I feel like it's a combination of not giving a fuck about women, not caring about what happens to them, especially as it relates to a black man. A lot of people who would ordinarily be like, you know, lock this white man up under any circumstances. You know, people who we heard about Harvey Weinstein trying to kiss Lupita and instantly were like, bitch, I'll split you from the rooter to the tutor, nigga. Yeah. Like, I will draw and quarter your ass. When it is a black man perpetuating these things, it's like, well, y'all always trying to bring the black man down. And how come y'all don't never come for these white men and this. And it's like,
so you're saying that if white people get away with rape, that niggas should be able to get away with rape?
No,
too?
I'm saying that everybody should be prosecuted. Okay, and guess what? Right now we're talking about R. fucking Kelly.
Right.
So then why try to divert it to something else?
Plus, Harvey Weinstein's entire life is on fire.
Right, and Harvey Weinstein is getting in trouble, girl. And it's a documentary coming out in like 3 months about his ass. All the people that y'all swear we should be coming after instead, white people be coming after. So, like, that's not an excuse. You either don't care about women or you don't value their experiences, black women, especially when it comes to black men. Or a lot of you have your own trauma around sexual assault that you haven't dealt with, you haven't coped with it, and instead you've internalized it as something you did that was your fault. I shouldn't have never been out with my friends. I shouldn't have been drinking without somebody watching me. I shouldn't have been wearing that outfit. I shouldn't have. And you're still in a place of blaming yourself, and you transfer that blame onto R. Kelly's victims and say, well, she should have this and she should have that, when really you need to deal with your own shit and recognize that the only person at fault is the person who did that to you.
One of the former employees that was like all shadowed out, who said, like, I'm assuming it was a woman. Right. She said that, like, when she first went over to that house, one of the first things that she thought to herself was, these bitches are crazy. But she was, like, weeping before she even got to that part, because she, of course, felt like shit that initially she was looking at them like it was something wrong with them.
Right.
And then she started to listen to the way that he spoke to them and realized that they behaved this way because they were fucked up mentally.
Right.
Like,
and that's how predators thrive.
Exactly.
Off of the rest of us thinking, well, yeah, that nigga been, raping and grooming teenagers since the 90s, probably late 80s, but oh well, something wrong with them bitches. It's just something wrong, with all these girls over the years. It's just something wrong with all of y'all, and nothing wrong with R. Kelly because he made I Believe I Can Fly, and your baby sang it at her kindergarten graduation.
Just say that you love R. Kelly's catalog.
Just say you don't give a fuck about black girls.
That you don't give a fuck about black girls or their health or their safety or anything like that. It just makes me so You're not going to do that because you know that that is ridiculous and disgusting. So why not just be quiet?
Right.
Why not just be quiet? For argument's sake, if this were Beyonce, my nigga, I would just go into a dark state of depression for an untold amount of time. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to hop on the internet and argue with you niggas about it because that's ridiculous.
I'm not going to do it. Just like if Jay-Z's day ever comes and people start digging up the shit that Jay-Z has done back before social media and the internet, guess what I won't be doing? Defending Beyonce's husband on Al Gore's internet. I sure the fuck won't.
Let me tell you something.
They can speak for themselves and be accountable for their own shit.
I'm probably going to drink way more Hennessy than I've ever drank. Like, I'm going to be fucked up. But I don't even understand it. My nigga, like Huey said, we all know the nigga can sing. Like, we know that he has great, timeless songs and stuff like that. And again, the documentary highlighted, like, he was so calculated in the types of music that he dropped and the timing in which he dropped it. And you niggas just you picked all of it up, just like little scraps, just like little, sheep out in a meadow somewhere, just going wherever the fucking shepherd takes you. Like, it's crazy.
It is
to me, but even as someone who was a fan of R. Kelly's music and looked at him as this great musical force, like many of his fans do, I can say that, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I
really am.
If you cannot enjoy R&B music without R. Kelly's music in it, I kind of feel bad for you.
Yeah, because then you don't really like R&B. You just like R. Kelly. Because there is plenty of R&B without R. Kelly.
Before, during, after.
Plenty. And it ain't got to be Jacquees either. It's plenty of high quality R&B out here without Robert Kelly's music in your library. You don't have to support him. You choose to do it for whatever reasons you have. But it's been past time of like, well, I just didn't know. Like, you can't give me the excuse that you didn't know. And honestly, at this point, you can't even tell me you don't believe it. Because if you don't believe it, you just choosing not to.
I was literally going to say that too. Because I haven't heard anybody who was defending him say that they don't believe it.
Yeah, they know better than that.
Like, I've seen people try to nitpick at certain stories, or why she say this then, or I don't believe she was there that day, or da-da-da-da-da. But I have not seen anybody defending R. Kelly say they don't believe that he has raped young girls.
You know what they say? He was found not guilty. As if that means he didn't do it.
You know who gagged me?
Who?
The brother in prison.
Oh God.
This nigga was defending his brother, not even realize that you threw him under the bus like 4 times. There was one point where...
sir.
There was one point where they had mentioned, first of all, I was already annoyed with him, but like one of the first things that he said that disgusted me was like, it's just a preference. He like younger women. I happen to like older women. It's just a preference. I was disgusted from then.
No,
like
it's
brother
not
or no
just
brother.
A preference.
This is why you in jail right now.
Yeah. It's sick. This is sick what he's doing. It's sick.
But when there was a part where they mentioned the time that R. Kelly's legal team tried to say that it was his younger brother that was in that tape, which I forgot about until they brought it up in the film. And so his brother went on Wendy Williams' show when she was doing radio and said that it wasn't him and basically said if his brother did it, he gonna have to pay for what he did. This nigga is in the jail on Dream Hampton's fucking movie. Gonna talk about, I don't know why he did that. Robert offered him $100,000 in a record deal. You so stupid. He could have been rich. First of all, this is why you locked up. Because you think $100,000 is rich.
It's not.
B, your brother accused your younger brother of something so heinous.
And this is a felony.
Your brother who has kids. That man said that his daughter got jumped at school trying to defend her daddy. Because, like, and you are upset with the one who was blamed or accused of being the rapist for not taking a cash
instead
bribe?
of the rapist. This is the society we live in. Like, this is really how people's families are. They rally around the abuser and say, fuck you to anybody who does not do what they can to keep that nigga on top.
And the joke is on you, sir.
You're
because
the one
right
in jail.
Right now, after that moment.
Right now, sir.
A comment came up that said a spokesperson for R. Kelly said the claim of him offering $100,000 in a contract or whatever was ridiculous. Of course they gonna say that shit was a lie, fool. Do you know how bad that made him look?
Right.
And you said that shit with confidence like he was protecting him. Guess who's not going back to the commissary? Right. You.
So now you done pissed off the same brother that you just tried to defend. And I absolutely believe that R. Kelly offered something as trivial as $100,000 in a record deal. But you also have to look at, like, R. Kelly has been offering to make these young girls a star for years. Like, that's part of the appeal is people think that he can do something for them.
Almost all of them want to sing.
Whose career has R. Kelly seen through to success other than R. Kelly's? Whose?
JS.
Whom? No, don't. Sorry. No. I'm still not. No, it's not. You can't say Sparkle. Nobody can name a Sparkle song.
Sparkle?
Nobody can name a Sparkle song. They can't. You know, right.
I'm just going to.
Because as much, you know, there's just so much that can be said about this documentary. But
so much.
I want to reiterate, I've been disgusted with R. Kelly for a very long time. Yeah. That's never going to change.
This just made it mountains worse.
When y'all get on Instagram talking about, well, what if R. Kelly killed himself? You gonna feel bad? Bitch, no. Do you know what kind of fucking party I'm gonna have in my house? If R. Kelly fucking drops dead.
If R. Kelly kills himself, I'm getting on Uber Eats and see what I'm about to eat that day.
Know what I'm gonna do? Go just right on about my black ass business, because I do not give a shit about there being one less predator out here attacking black girls. What I'm mad at more than anything else is the reaction from so many. Oh shit, you got to be careful.
So we're in a new studio today and almost failed.
It's really just the reaction of all these people who have come out talking about how wrong the rest of us are for being mad at R. Kelly.
It's like, ridiculous.
If you still want to choose, if you choose to support R. Kelly in 2019, then you need to take some shame into that, and you need to hide away in your house
and deal
play
with that on your own time and dime,
and leave the rest of us the fuck alone about it. Like, I don't want to hear it. It's just
you had to have made up your mind that you're going to support R. Kelly no matter what, and you didn't even look at an inch of this fucking documentary, because even if you were on the fence, I don't know how you could get through this movie and still be, well, limited series, whatever it is, and still be trying to defend this nigga. Like, bare minimum, I'm thinking if you are an R. Kelly stan or a big R. Kelly fan, you about to just go and play Step in the Name of Love alone in your closet and cry about it and just feel your feelings. I cannot believe that people are still supporting him. And I think that a lot of y'all niggas think that this cannot happen to someone like you or somebody that you care about. Absolutely. And I want to remind you that that is a fool. Yes. These kids, like, I cannot.
Kids! They're kids!
Think of almost any 16-year-old being at the mall somewhere when one of these rappers or R&B singers or rock stars or pop stars of today pops in and says, hey, it's nice to meet you or whatever. And then somebody gives them a number and says, hey, come to the studio and listen to my new album.
Bitch, they're going to do
almost any dummy child. It's like literally waving candy in front of a baby.
Right.
So
I mean, and
this can happen.
Grown people would do it. So teenagers, it's dumb for a grown person to do it, but a teenager definitely would.
Like, because they're young and impressionable and want to be older and fast and do all of that kind of stuff and just have fun. That's like the average teenager.
Right.
So the fact that people will openly speak this way because you're just a fan of this nigga's music or whatever, like, you're just reinforcing this type of shit.
Yeah.
Because when it happens to people around you, they're not going to say anything. They're going to be sitting with that shame. They're going to be sitting with that pain for years, and you going to be the dummy who helped that situation happen that way. Like, it's ridiculous, nigga. Leave people the fuck alone and talk your bullshit to your therapist. If you don't have one, feel free to do. I don't even know if Talkspace is a sponsor this episode, and it doesn't matter.
Not this week.
Talk to somebody. Affordable. Do what you got to, because, bitch, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
Or anybody else with a lick of sense to find logic in your arguments defending R. Kelly. It's ridiculous.
There is no separating the art from the artist when supporting the artist means giving them the money to continue to do things like this, to continue to exploit and rape Black girls. There is no separating that. You can't be like, well, lots of artists do stuff I don't like, and, I'm not just going to stop listening to them because of that. Okay, but every artist who does stuff you don't like is not grooming teenage girls outside of the McDonald's and bringing them inside his sex cult. That is not happening with everybody that you listen to.
What's really fucking scary to me is that, like, niggas are still doing this, like, famous and non-famous, but, like, famous niggas are surely still on some creep shit like this. The difference between them and R. Kelly is that R. Kelly was, like, boastful about it.
Yeah.
He was very bold, and he did things almost to, like, taunt the public and say, I can get away with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas there are probably loads of predators out here in the industry, outside the industry or whatever, that, are doing so much more discreetly. Yeah. And so you may never even know. Like, that shit terrifies me. And y'all defending this nigga over ignition,
right? But you can't do something. You can't do something about people's sins or transgressions that you don't know nothing about.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Right. But I'm saying once you know better, you have the responsibility to do better. And
absolutely.
You niggas, it's like y'all know that, and so you refuse to acknowledge what's really going on here, so that you don't actually have to feel bad when you turn on the Ignition remix for the third time.
Nigga, when I went, I don't even know if I mentioned. I thought I tweeted about it, but I went to Foot Locker a couple of months ago. When I was in there, they played amazing Kanye and Jeezy song, and for like the however long that fucking song is, I was like, oh, damn, I love this fucking song. Oh, man, I wish Kanye wasn't stupid.
Yep.
And then the song was over, and so were my feelings.
Yep.
So, and I did not play the song.
Right.
I happened to be shopping. I heard the song, and I was like, damn, yeah, Kanye, he did some great stuff. Then I went out and write about living my fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be this hard, especially under the circumstances.
It really shouldn't.
But, the world is dumb.
Yeah.
The world is dumb. Humans are the stupidest.
It's true. These are all facts. Sometimes R. Kelly songs, lyrics will pop into my head just randomly out of nowhere, and I'll start humming or singing in my head until I realize what I'm doing, and then I'm like, that sneaky bastard. Like, but what I will not do...
It's not our fault he got good songs.
Right. I mean, and it's not my fault that I know those songs. Like, these are songs that I have known for 20-some-odd years.
Yeah.
But what I'm not going to do is be like, oh, I used to love 12 Play, bitch. Let me go give R. Kelly a couple of streams and give him a few dollars for this. Or let me see if R. Kelly is performing in my city sometime soon so I can hear this shit live. No, girl. His music is stuck in my head. I sing it to myself for 10 seconds or until I realize what I'm doing, and then I let it the fuck go, because R. Kelly is not worth more than Black women. He's not. He's not more deserving of protection or respect than these Black girls are. That's it.
Black R. Kelly is not worth it.
He's not worth. His songs are not worth it. They don't slap like that. Not to justify this, girl. And don't ask me about no other male celebrity, because I promise you, I'm not going to defend nan one of these niggas if shit come out about them. I can guarantee you that. Not a single one.
That's it for Hot Tops. And what did I say? Roll of Thunder. Hear Me Bottom.
My bottom. Oh, hear
my. I guess it should be Hear My Bottom. I thought me was funnier, but I guess it's the same. Whatever. All right, we're going to take a break and come back.